What's going on, my Flyby family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. We got a quick video, man. I just wanted to get my input on some of the things that happened over the weekend for college basketball. I know some of y'all been asking me to cover some of the situations that's been going on in college. So I just wanted to get my input on this. I heard about this story, and it's been going viral, man. We're about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure you hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 18K. So if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. All right, so Kiyomi McMiller, right? Decent player, freshman, and I think a lot of people would say is the star of the team, right? So the whole situation here, man, is Kiyomi and the Rutgers. We're about to play USC, the number 14, and I think it was a big matchup for people to watch her go against Juju, and she was pulled, man. She was pulled, DNP'd. And then the reason behind it came out to be it was just a coach decision. So not really an injury or anything like that. And normally when something like that happens, it's either academics or curfew was broken or, it's conduct wise. You know what I'm saying? And coaches don't like to throw players under the bus most of the time, so they'll just say it was just a coach's decision. I do commend the coaching staff and the organization for not leaking the reason of benching her because sometimes you can say a reason for benching her, and then it can paint her in a negative light. Like if we think about the big for South Carolina, right? She was benched because of academics, and that got out, and then it just stirred up a whole pot of mess, man. I mean, people was calling her dumb and all this other stuff. So I think it's a good thing to keep it in-house. You don't want to embarrass players, and you don't want to try to paint them in a negative light. And you don't want to try to hurt their future, right? You want the best for them, so you just try to clean it up behind the scenes before anything gets out. Some coaches take their jobs very seriously and look at themselves as a parent figure. And I think those type of coaches are the best coaches because you learn life lessons and you learn how to get better at the sport you're playing. So let's read what she posted, right? She said, "To my fans, I would like to apologize to my fans. I will not be playing in today's game versus USC, which is number 4 in the country. This decision was made by my head coach." Drop the full name of the head coach. Dang, man. Dang. "Thank you for your continued support. God bless all of you. Kiyomi, the product, McMiller." Look, man. After something like this, I wouldn't be surprised if she's benched for even more games, man. My goodness, dog. I mean, I don't see a reason for a coach to just pull you and try to make a statement if you didn't do anything wrong. So it's hard to say that, hey, the coach is just trying to prove a point. If they have a standard and a culture that was established before you got there, you can't think that you're bigger than that. If they're benching her because of her academics, it just shows that they care about her future. And a lot of people were saying, like, you got to be careful doing these type of things to star players on big games because of the portal and how easy it is for them to get from here to here with NILs and stuff like that. Look, man, hey, if you believe in what you're building, no player is bigger than what you're establishing amongst the team, the standard, right? Nobody is bigger than the standard. And if you, if you start showing favoritism, you might lose the team. So you have to show that, hey, I have a standard for all of you. And if you're not meeting it, you will be benched. This is wrong. I get people saying, we're in a new era where players need to speak up for themselves. But at the same time, she could have said it in a better manner, right? She could have said it in a better way. She could have just said, as a whole, we decided to just sit me out for this. It's things you can do to not make the head coach look bad. I mean, they didn't air your dirty laundry. You shouldn't try to air dirty laundry on them. It's always two sides to a story. I can't really pick which side is which until, both come out, or maybe the organization as a whole come out and say what happened. Honestly, I think she might be transferring after this. After something like that, I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's benched for even more games for speaking out like this. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I'm just saying, I've seen it before. Times have changed. Players need to control the narrative. And it's like, I get controlling the narrative, but what if she's playing victim and she's lying? I'm with controlling the narrative. Don't let anybody lie on you or lie about you, but bring the truth to the light if you're going to do that. You know, so you got to be careful with telling people to control the narrative, because they can lie and make themselves look like the hero of the story. We don't know the situation. She took matters into her own hands instead of laying low, how everyone typically does. Respect to her, and hopefully everything sorts itself out. And like I said, you know, we just don't know the full situation. It's two sides to the story every time. But I just can't imagine a coach benching their star going against a top-ranked team and the player wasn't doing anything. You got to be careful doing this, man. Now, I do think she can go to another team, but think about it. It's like that player that played for Deion when he went to Florida. He made himself look like a bad teammate, bad sportsman, and then he gets over there and he doing the same thing. So you think another school would take a chance on you if you coming out and doing things like this and pointing out head coaches and not keeping it within the organization? Other teams not going to want to deal with you, man. You got to be careful looking toxic. Yeah, you a star, but people will overlook that star if they feel like you would be a cancer to the locker room, man. We get it, you're frustrated, but let's just take a minute, take a breath, and reevaluate how we want to go about this. You know what I'm saying? Don't make any decisions while you're angry. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about what Kiyomi did. Do y'all think this is justifiable, her controlling the narrative? Or do y'all think, you know, maybe she should have probably held on to this and just fixed whatever the case may be behind the scenes, man? Let me know in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for watching. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.